Chapter 1. The latest news. Heaven, the realm that can change today's society, is about to descend. Heaven is a mysterious existence, similar to an online game that allows ordinary people to become stronger. According to reliable sources, the initial stage of heaven's descending will be accompanied by all kinds of mysterious powers. If you want to become stronger, join promptly. On the news, everything about heaven kept coming out. Su Yang, lying on the bed, struggled to get on his feet and muttered, "Damn it, something like transmigration actually happened to me." When he was more clear-headed, Su Yang carefully looked through the recent news. As for the news that had just entered his ears, it seemed it was all true. I can't believe I encountered such a thing after transmigrating here. A mysterious existence, similar to an online game, has actually landed on the blue planet. Instead of resting, he took this opportunity to run to the internet cafe to play games all night. Tired from playing games, he decided to lie on the computer table and sleep. He didn't expect to wake up in this world. If all the information I've gathered is true, then this world would undergo a dramatic change. Like an online game, a mysterious and unknown heaven was about to descend on the blue planet. Although transmigration might be real. However, after experiencing it personally, I still feel that it's a little unbelievable. Even though I've transmigrated, it seems like it's not too bad for now. Su Yang went to the bathroom and washed his face with clean water. Looking at his handsome face in the mirror, he started feeling quite pleased. It's not a loss to get such a good-looking face. After a simple tidying up, Su Yang returned to the living room and continued to look at the information about this new world. It was about the history of human development, the level of science and technology, and the structure of the world. After carefully looking through the information, Su Yang realized that the things seemed similar to the world he came from before he transmigrated. This new body and himself were of similar status and alone. Regarding this, Su Yang didn't have any bad feelings. After all, he was used to living alone. If he really had parents after transmigrating, he would probably not be able to get used to that. The most significant difference was this: heaven that was about to descend. As for the specific details about this thing, he, as a civilian, could not find out. However, there was still a lot of information about the existence of heaven on the internet. After carefully sorting it out, Su Yang developed a basic understanding. Heaven had actually existed for a long time. Furthermore, it had already descended upon countless worlds. Now, there were already many worlds connected by heavens, and the blue planet was just a new world that heaven was about to descend into. Therefore, some of the otherworld players on heaven a long time ago had already come to the blue planet in advance to make preparations with unknown motives. Even before heaven started to descend, information about it had already spread on the internet. Interesting. After roughly understanding the situation, Su Yang seemed quite fascinated for some reason. This was the first time he had seen a real-life version of an online game. For a gaming enthusiast like him, this was too captivating. Just as Su Yang was fantasizing about how to experience this online game, suddenly, a vast aura instantly appeared and enveloped the entire world. With the aura around him, Su Yang felt something sweep across his body in an instant. A heaven has descended, digitizing the blue planet, creating secret dungeon, generating items and equipment, scanning personal information. A scan completed. A personal talent awakening. A warning. An unknown error occurred. Repair successful. A talent awakening completed. The talent you awakened is forbidden talent, unlimited growth attribute. Heard. Su Yang was surprised when he heard a sizzling sound and saw the talent that he had awakened. A system error, a forbidden talent. What the hell? Could it be that because I'm a transmigrator, I made an unknown mistake and awakened the forbidden talent? Could this be the cheat codes of a transmigrator? After some speculation, Su Yang concluded that he had received a cheating mechanism. Thinking of this, Su Yang quickly checked the information about the forbidden talent, infinite growth. Infinite growth attribute. Effect 1. All kinds of monsters will be marked with a special mark. You can obtain additional special attribute bonuses by continuously killing this type of marked monster. Effect 2. When killing elite targets or above, there is a chance to obtain the target's skills, talents, or attributes. Effect 3. Attribute activations happen with more than 10 activations collected. This is dope. This talent is indeed a forbidden talent. I can obtain the opponent's skills and talents. This is too much of a bug. Does this infinite growth mean that I can gain multiple attributes and activate special ones simultaneously? So dope. After reading the information about the talent, Su Yang was shocked. Basic profession selection. You can choose one of the following 6 classes as your foundation: warrior, mage, archer, moment, priest, summoner. The emotionless notification sound rang in Su Yang's ears again. Feeling quite thrilled, Su Yang calmed down and looked at the 6 essential professions. After thinking for a while, he decided that with the blessing of this forbidden talent, it didn't matter what class he chose. In that case, he would choose the one with comprehensive attributes. Su Yang chose to be a warrior. Although warriors had shorter arms, they were more balanced in all aspects. It could resist, fight, run, and chase. Other than some special recovery methods, it had no other flaws. It was especially suitable for newbies. However, Su Yang chose to be a warrior because he especially liked sword-related things. When playing those kinds of role-playing games, he always chose the character with a sword. When the weapon stabbed the monster, it felt so good. You have chosen the warrior profession. Successfully bound warrior class, apprentice warrior. You've randomly obtained a warrior skill, whirlwind/steel. Your basic information has been scanned and will be converted into data. Forum function activating. Activation successful. The ranking function will be activated in 7 days on the blue planet. I wish you a pleasant trip. With a beautiful feeling, Su Yang knew that he was transforming. After everything was over, Su Yang immediately checked his personal information. Chapter 2. Name Su Yang. Talent, unlimited growth attribute. Level, LV1. Profession, apprentice warrior. Health points, 100. Attributes, strength 6, constitution 6, agility 6, intelligence 7. Skills, inspect, tornado/steel level 1. PS ordinary people's maximum attributes are 10. Other than the talent information. The rest of the information was within the range of an average person and was very ordinary. In terms of skills, apart from the skills associated with the professional class, there was also the inspect skill. This was an essential skill that everyone had. If the difference in strength between the two sides was not significant, they could see a part of each other's information. At the same time, Su Yang also understood that, although heaven had descended and the entire world had been digitized, In fact, he couldn't completely treat this, as the rest of the online games he usually played. First of all, their HP could not be completely quantified. It could only be converted into numbers through vigor. Secondly, players killed in the game couldn't be resurrected immediately. Death might mean actual death. However, when people obtained certain items or skills, they would not have to worry about the threat of death. For example, things like resurrection skills, resurrection coins, or resurrection scrolls. Charge. Damn, stop snatching, this is mine. At this moment, noises came from outside the window, mixed with curses. Su Yang looked out of the window. He saw more than 10 green-skinned monsters were running away on the street. The people behind him chased him with wooden sticks and knives. Initially, when these monsters first landed on the blue planet, they charged at the crowd with their fangs bared and claws brandished. What they didn't expect was that these people were not afraid of them and chased after them as if they had seen their prey. What they didn't expect was that the news of the heaven had long unraveled. Some people had already prepared their weapons and were waiting for their arrival. So, when these grotesque monsters charged at the crowd, they were killed by the humans with swords and sabers. After realizing that something was wrong, the monsters who didn't have time to attack let out a frightened roar and quickly left the crowd. Hence the scene that Su Yang saw. Unexpected but reasonable. Su Yang sighed in his head. If it was like the novels he had read, shouldn't it be that, after heaven descended, the monsters were like hunters killing their prey? Humans became food for the monsters, and their lives were threatened. It was like the end of the world. The result was unexpected. After the people of the blue planet found out about the arrival of heaven, it had actually turned into such a situation. However, Su Yang had some guesses. That should be when heaven had just descended. These monsters' strength did not exceed the limits of what humans could bear. As time passed, the monsters that appeared would definitely become stronger and stronger. At that time, people's strengths would also become more robust. No one could say for sure what the future would be like. There seem to be a lot of people. I don't know if we can get a kill. Looking at the crowd outside the window, Su Yang was a little speechless. He also planned to go out and kill some monsters to increase his level and strength. However, when he saw the streets full of humans chasing after the few remaining monsters, after some thought, he decided to join them. He shook his head and did not continue reading. He returned home and searched for a while. He found a combat suit with decent defense and a sharpened steel knife. I have to make sufficient preparations. After putting on his combat uniform and testing the steel knife, Su Yang brought a few bottles of medicine for external injuries and was ready to go. Now that he was ready, the next step was to kill the monsters. Hiss. At this moment, the sound of biting came from the backyard, which attracted Su Yang's attention. Don't tell me a monster has come to my house. After thinking for a while, Su Yang felt that he should go and take a look. He was now living in a 2-story house built in a village on the outskirts of Sun City. He went down to the first floor and tiptoed to the backyard. Su Yang slowly pushed the door open, and a black bug monster the size of a kitten appeared in front of him. He's really a monster. Su Yang was overjoyed. However, he didn't run up rashly. Instead, he used his inspect skill to check the opponent's attributes. A magic bug level 2, HP 60, a defense 2, or attack 10. Introduction. a bug that lives in an environment with weak magic reaction. It has strong survivability. The information is displayed directly. Su Yang was a little surprised, but fortunately, since he could detect information, it meant that this monster was not very powerful. 60 HP, only attack power is a little high. With my attributes and skills, I should be able to deal with it. After a simple analysis of the strength of both sides, Su Yang was very confident. After pushing the door open, Su Yang slowly approached the magic bug. At this time, the magic bug's back was facing Su Yang, so it did not notice Su Yang at all. Su Yang, with light steps, held his steel knife and came behind the monster. Hiss! As Su Yang approached, the monster bug also felt the threat. It let out a roar and shook its stupid body, trying to turn around and attack Su Yang. However, Su Yang would not give him a chance. The sharp steel knife slashed down from above. The blade quickly cut through the magic bug's body. But the magic bug was directly split into two. One magic bug eliminated. Gained 6 experience points. A magic resistance increased. Seeing that the monster bug had stopped moving, Su Yang also received a kill notification. Increased magic resistance. The moment he made his move, he saw the mark of the talent, unlimited growth, appear on the monster bug. After he killed the magic bug, he gained more magic resistance. This was too shocking. According to the introduction of the talent, as long as he kept killing the same monster that was marked, he could gain more attribute increases. Did this mean that as long as he killed enough magic bugs, his magic resistance could be stacked to 100%? If it really reached 100%, wouldn't the wizard class be useless? Thinking of this, Su Yang was extremely excited. As he mumbled, he searched for the magic bugs in every corner. However, after checking for a long time, Su Yang did not find any other magic bugs. Unwilling to give up, Su Yang continued hunting for more magic bugs. Finally, hard work paid off. Su Yang found a place emitting a faint light among the pile of artifacts in the backyard. Chapter 3. This is a secret dungeon. I didn't expect a secret dungeon to appear in my backyard. I've struck it rich this time. When he arrived at the cursor, Su Yang saw a passage with a faint light. Seeing this passageway that did not exist before, he used his detection skill to look. The information displayed was actually the entrance to the secret dungeon. Seeing that it was a secret realm, Su Yang was highly excited. At the same time, he also understood that the monster bug must have run out of this secret dungeon. There might be even more magic bugs in this secret dungeon. It was possible if he wanted to stack all his magic resistance. You have entered the secret dungeon wasteland secret dungeon. Gained 10 experience points. The environment is threatening you. HP and stamina will decrease as time passes. There are so many magic bugs. Is this place the nest of the magic bugs? As soon as they entered the secret realm, dozens of magic bugs appeared in Su Yang's sight. Looking at so many magic bugs, Su Yang began to get excited. However, he soon noticed that something was wrong. In the dark, a strange force was causing him harm. Although it was fragile, it continued. This is the so-called environmental threat. Su Yang remembered the system prompt when he first entered the secret realm and understood. It should be something like radiation. From the looks of it, without enough magic resistance, I shouldn't be able to stay in this secret dungeon for long. Su Yang now understood why killing the magic bug would increase his magic resistance. It turned out that this guy had been living in such an environment all this time, and his magic resistance was high. In order to adapt to such an environment, the magic bugs probably did not attack physically, so their physical defense was extremely low. However, this was definitely good news for him. Magic damage. Heh, as long as my magic resistance increases fast enough, this negative environment won't threaten me. Holding the steel knife, Su Yang's heart was filled with confidence. Here's. A magic bug that was closer to Su Yang discovered him. It roared and wriggled its fat body as it crawled towards Su Yang. Little thing, you're quite bold. Su Yang directly killed the magic bug with his steel knife. The sharp blade quickly cut through the magic bug's fat body. There was no stopping at all, and it was extremely smooth. After struggling on the ground for a while, the magic bug died. You have killed a magic bug. Gained 6 experience points. Your magic resistance has been increased. This physical defense is meager. It's straightforward to kill him. Su Yang, who had just finished off a magic bug, smiled happily. A magic bug with such low physical defense was definitely the most suitable monster to level up for him, who had just started as a novice. Moreover, he could also obtain additional attribute increases through his talent. In his eyes, this secret dungeon was simply a blessing from heaven. He planned to stay in this secret dungeon for the next few days. At the same time, he was chasing magic bugs to gain experience and increase his level and strength. At the same time, he used his natural talent to stack his magic resistance continuously. He would only consider leaving the secret realm when his magic resistance had reached 100%. As the magic bug that Su Yang had killed roared before it died, the surrounding magic bugs were alarmed. All of them roared and crawled towards Su Yang, surrounding him in the middle. Su Yang held his steel knife tightly and looked at the magic bugs surrounding him. His eyes were icy, just as the magic bugs were about to charge at him. Tornado slash. Su Yang immediately grabbed the steel knife tightly and started to spin it. As it spun, the steel knife cut through the magic bugs' bodies. The steel knife instantly killed these magic bugs with extreme defense. You have killed a magic bug. You have gained 6 experience points. Your magic resistance has been increased. Tornado Slash was a skill of the Black Iron level. Although it was only a Black Iron skill, it could stir up a whirlwind and bring about wind blade attacks when it was used. Among the steel grade skills, Tornado Slash was one of the higher-ranked skills. With the help of the Black Iron skill, Su Yang continued to chase and kill the magic bugs. Whenever Su Yang felt his physical strength was insufficient, he would leave the secret dungeon and guard the passage. He rested and recovered his strength while killing the magic bugs that wanted to come out of the passage. On the first day, he had killed 243 magic bugs. His level had increased to level 3. His magic resistance had been stacked to 7%. The next day, he had killed 554 magic bugs. The level increased to level 4. Magic resistance stacked to 18%. On the 7th day, he had killed 2654 magic bugs. The level increased to level 8. Magic resistance was stacked to 76%. F***K, why does it feel so difficult to level up? I can't snatch the damned monsters or kill the strong monsters. It's so annoying. It's too hard to level up in heaven. It's been 7 days, and I'm only at level 3. Now that the number of monsters has increased, it's still so difficult to level up. What should I do in the future? Difficult to level up? That's because you're too trashy. Look at the level rankings. The highest level now is Yijing, who's almost at level 10. After a day of killing the magic bugs, Su Yang laid on the recliner and ate something to recover his strength. While idle, he kept scrolling through the forums to understand the current situation. He saw a bunch of people complaining that leveling up was too difficult. Su Yang nodded his head in understanding. It was indeed challenging. He had used it for 7 days and was only level 8. And this was him using the secret dungeon alone. The ranking function seems to have been activated today. Seeing the post on the forum, Su Yang thought of the news of the rule 7 days ago. He looked at the blue and white screen before him and saw the ranking list. Next to the level ranking, he opened it. First place, Invincible God of War, level 9. Second place, God's Chosen, level 9. Third place, Sachima, level 9. 10th place, Little Fairy, level 9. The level rankings only showed the top 10. All level 9, they've risen so quickly. Looking at the level rankings, Su Yang didn't have much thought, even though he wasn't on the list. However, he didn't panic at all. Strength was everything. Level 9, how did they do it? A priest level is actually second. This priest called God's Chosen is only ranked second because he obtained a mysterious treasure chest. That's why he leveled up so quickly. Treasure chest. F***CK, such a thing actually happened. A treasure chest. Isn't that only available in secret dungeons that have not been explored yet? Su Yang, who was browsing through the comments, suddenly froze. A treasure chest. There's a treasure chest in a secret dungeon. Chapter 4. These days. Su Yang spent most of his time killing magic bugs in the Wasteland dungeon. He continued to gain exp to level up and increase his magic resistance. He had never carefully searched this secret realm. If there's really a treasure chest, then we'll be rich. Su Yang's eyes sparkled as he had an idea. The next day, in the Wasteland dungeon, Su Yang held a steel knife and walked among the ruins of the buildings. These few days, from the information obtained on the forum, he understood that secret dungeons were also divided into different levels. A small-scale secret dungeon, a medium-scale secret land dungeon, a large-scale secret land dungeon, a super-large-scale secret land dungeon. There were also some special secret dungeons. Thinking of this, Su Yang couldn't help but think. What kind of secret realm was this Wasteland secret realm? If it was a small-scale secret realm, from the observation of the past few days, the scale of it was quite large. According to his guess, this scale was enough to make a medium-sized city laugh. If he wanted to explore all of them, he would have to spend a lot of time. However, for Su Yang, it didn't matter how much time he had. After all, there were so many magic bugs in this instance dungeon that it was impossible to kill them. He could kill the magic bugs to level up while exploring. You have killed a magic bug. Gained 4 experience points. Your magic resistance has been boosted. As Su Yang's level increased, killing the magic bugs became easier. However, as his level increased, the XP he gained from killing the magic bugs decreased. However, the number of magic bugs killed every day had increased. All in all, the benefits were still objective. One by one, the magic bugs were killed by Su Yang's steel knife. Your Tornado Slash has leveled up. The level increased by 5. The skill level also increased as Su Yang continued to use Tornado Slash. This city seems to have been destroyed by a mysterious force. After killing the magic bugs, Su Yang stood on a higher ruin and looked around. In his sight, the entire city appeared to be in a state of ruin. It was as if a destructive spell had attacked the entire city, and it had been reduced to this in an instant. Combined with the traces of magic everywhere, Su Yang guessed that a large-scale forbidden spell had most likely destroyed the city. To think that there's a well-preserved building. Just as Su Yang was lamenting, he suddenly noticed something. It was to his northeast. There was one place that was relatively well-preserved compared to the other buildings in the city ruins. After thinking about it for a while, Su Yang decided to go and see what was going on. Along the way, along with the magic bugs everywhere, Su Yang was getting closer and closer to his destination. On the way, Su Yang didn't see a second monster, which made him a little curious. These magic bugs had survived to this day, so what exactly was their food? Later, after seeing the magic bugs eat with his own eyes, Su Yang understood that these magic bugs actually fed on the remnants of magic. It was really amazing. Su Yang cleared the magic bugs in front of him along the way, and soon arrived near the well-preserved building. He checked the resources he had brought with him and found they were sufficient. So Su Yang held his steel knife and entered the building directly. The environment inside the building was dark, and the monsters were still the magic bugs that could be seen everywhere. To be safe, Su Yang used his detection skill as usual. Magic bug level 8 elite. Health 180. Or defense 6. Attack 24. The elite of the magic bugs. Looking at the introduction on the panel, Su Yang chuckled and jumped to one of the magic bugs with his steel knife. His hand rose and his blade fell. An elite magic bug was killed. You have killed an elite magic bug. Received 13 experience points. Your magic resistance has been increased. The experience points are pretty good. Su Yang nodded in agreement with the identity of the elite magic bug. This knife is almost blunt. It's time to change it. After all, it's just a steel knife made of a standard alloy. Even if these magic bugs have low defense, after killing so many, it's time for them to be eliminated. Su Yang waved the steel knife in his hand and sighed softly as he looked at the obvious gap in the blade. It was time to change to a better weapon. However, the drop rate of the ordinary monsters here was too low. Low-level monsters, like the magic bugs, gave nothing but experience. However, at least he could get additional attributes with his talent. Therefore, he decided to use the steel knife first. After clearing the magic bugs along the way, Su Yang soon came to the depths of the building. Suddenly, Su Yang's eyes lit up. In his sense, there was a rusty iron box not far from him. It was impossible to tell the level of the treasure chest from its appearance. However, it was already good enough that he could find a treasure chest. It seems like what the people on the forum said is true. I can't believe I can actually find treasure chests in a secret dungeon. Looking at the treasure chest in front of him, Su Yang's eyes revealed a drooling expression. Hiss. At this moment, dozens of magic bugs rushed out of the treasure chest. They also noticed the uninvited guest and surrounded Su Yang. Woof, the treasure chest also comes with experience, not bad. Looking at the magic bugs fearlessly charging at him, Su Yang's face showed a satisfied smile. Tornado slash. Su Yang wielded his steel knife and attacked with several wind blades. The LV5 tornado slash allowed him to produce a wind blade attack at close range. One wind blade after another shot out. In an instant, all the magic bugs that rushed over were killed on the spot. Su Yang didn't care about the kill notifications that kept coming. His eyes were fixed on the rusty treasure chest. Su Yang quickly stepped forward and touched the treasure chest. Congratulations! A treasure chest hidden in the secret realm for many years has been discovered. As he listened to the notification, the rusty treasure chest in front of him suddenly bloomed with a dazzling light. Treasure chest, it really is a treasure chest. At this moment, Su Yang was extremely excited. He was so excited that he kept wiping the treasure chest in front of him. After adjusting his moods, Su Yang gradually calmed down. A moment later, Su Yang solemnly opened the treasure chest in front of him. You have opened the secret treasure chest. Acquired a bottle of radiance potion. Acquired light skill stone. Received a lucky headband. Looking at the new items in the inventory, Su Yang couldn't wait to check the information on these items. Chapter 5. A light potion. Type consumable. Effect. After consumption, all attributes increase by 30. PS. Each person can only take it once. A light skill stone. Type consumable. Effect. After use, it can strengthen one's skill level. PS. Only applicable to skills of platinum grade and below. A lucky headband. Type consumable. Effect. When you use the lucky headband, your luck will increase for the next day and you will encounter a lucky event. PS. Can the headband of the goddess of luck really bring luck? There were 3 items in the chest. He finished reading the information on all the items. The potions and skill stones were decent, not too bad nor too good. As for the lucky headband, it surprised Su Yang. It was great that he could encounter a lucky event using the lucky headband. Luck was something that no one could say for sure. I don't know if this thing will work. Looking at the introduction, it shouldn't be a false appearance, right? Su Yang's heart was filled with anxiety. If this were fake, he would cry to death. As he thought about it, Su Yang directly used the lucky headband. The scene of wearing it didn't happen. The lucky hairband turned into a ball of light and surrounded Su Yang's body the moment he used it. Looking at the faint light around him, Su Yang checked his body. Other than the existence of a buff, there was nothing else that made him uncomfortable. Let's see if it's really useful or not, but a day's time is still fine. Shaking his head, Su Yang took out the Radiance Potion and the Radiance Skill Stone. Radiance Potion, all attributes increased by 30. The effect was extremely powerful. Every time he leveled up, he would only get 5 free attribute points. 1 bottle of this potion was equivalent to a 24-level upgrade. Unfortunately, it could only be used once. Without any hesitation, Su Yang directly drank the medicine. Strength plus 30. A Constitution plus 30. Underworld plus 30. Intelligence plus 30. The moment he finished drinking the medicine, Su Yang only felt a strange feeling flowing freely in his body. With this beautiful feeling, all aspects of his body were enhanced. On top of the current foundation, each of his attributes had been increased by 30. Ahoo! It's so seeking comfortable. He clenched his fist and felt his body after becoming stronger. Su Yang felt that he had entered a new realm and was very satisfied. Then Su Yang took out the skill stone and crushed it. He only had 1 skill, which was helpful. With the blessing of the lucky headband, when else could he use it? A tornado / steel strengthened. Your good skill, Gale / silver. With the blessing of the luck buff, the effect of the skill stone was directly maximized. The original iron level skill was upgraded 2 times and evolved successfully. It directly reached the Silver tier Storm / Storm / Silver. Effect: the swing attack has the effect of a wind blade. The critical hit effect is increased, and there is a chance to hit the target and send it flying. Compared to Eben's whirlwind slash, this skill was much more powerful. All aspects of the Gale's slash's effects had been enhanced. Not only could it be a critical hit, but it also had a specific chance of sending the target flying. In this way, not only did he have damage, but he also had control. After using the 3 items, Su Yang checked his information. Name: Su Yang. Talent: unlimited growth attribute. A level 8. A profession: apprentice warrior. A health: 100%. Attributes: strength 52, constitution 54, agility 43, intelligence 33. A special attribute: magic resistance 78%. Skills: inspect, Gale slash, silver level 2. Every time he leveled up, he would receive 5 free attribute points. Su Yang would distribute them according to the 221 system. Strength 2, stamina 2, agility 1. He did not focus all his attributes on one point. In heaven, this method of adding points to attributes had more disadvantages than advantages. Moreover, there was a strong connection between each attribute. If all of them were to increase his strength, his attack power would be very strong, but his constitution would not be high. In this case, he might die of exhaustion in the battle. Therefore, it was necessary to combine their points. After reading the message, Su Yang also had a complete understanding of his current strength. At the current stage of the game, he had such powerful essential attributes. He was already at the top of the blue planet. Now that he had a clear understanding of his strength, Su Yang continued to try out the power of the storm cut. Holding the steel knife in his hand tightly, Su Yang swung an attack at the wall in the distance. A wind blade formed from a strong gust of wind was instantly slashed out. Boom! With a loud sound, the wind blade cut into the wall. In an instant, a large hole was cut through the wall. This is... Looking at the passage behind the wall, Su Yang's breathing quickened. Did I trigger a lucky event? He didn't expect this. He wanted to test out the damage of his new skill. He did not expect to trigger a lucky event just like that. This lucky headband was too powerful. Looking at the passage behind the wall, Su Yang pondered for a moment before he stepped in. After entering the passage, Su Yang found an open path in front of him. Su Yang continued to walk down the passage. Congratulations! A lucky event was successfully activated. A weapon spirit space discovered. You have entered the weapon spirit space. You are being observed by the weapon spirits in the weapon space. A slumbering weapon spirit has been awakened by your arrival. You can choose a weapon spirit based on your feelings. In the passage, Su Yang, who had just stepped in, heard the system's notification. The notifications made Su Yang realize that he had hit the jackpot. Artifact spirit. A weapon with a spirit. As he looked around, Su Yang felt as if he was standing in a starry sky. The shining stars around him represented weapons, and those weapon spirits were resting on these weapons. Following the notification, Su Yang closed his eyes and used his heart to feel it. Cold, murderous, bloody, frigid, warm. In Su Yang's perception, all kinds of feelings were coming from the stars. He felt that none of this was what he wanted. As the stars grew brighter, slowly, Su Yang felt cold, yet warm starlight floating toward him. At this moment, Su Yang seemed to have grasped the existence of fate and pushed forward with all his might. He reached out his hands and accepted the existence of this starlight. At this moment, an ethereal voice appeared in Su Yang's heart. Chapter 6. Is someone coming? An illusory voice came. It was as if he had just woken up from a long sleep. Are you sure you want to choose me? A weak and somewhat unexpected female voice appeared and echoed in Su Yang's heart. Su Yang was stunned when he heard the voice. Then he nodded his head with certainty. N. Su Yang's reply came in. A piece of information suddenly appeared in Su Yang's mind. It was a description of the contract. Then let's make an oath, master. Su Yang nodded. Then he felt a slight pain in his palm. A drop of blood flowed into the starlight. The starlight was quickly dyed blood red. Slowly, as the color of the blood changed, Su Yang's voice sounded. My name is Su Yang, and with blood as a contract, I now sign the heaven's natal contract with you. As his voice fell, an ethereal sound rang out. My name is Heart Slayer, and I accept the blood contract. The heaven's life contract has been signed. The oath was signed. Suddenly, Su Yang saw an illusory space filled with stars. The stars around him began to dim or leave one by one. The starlight in his hand bloomed even more. Su Yang, who was forced to close his eyes, felt the warm starlight in his hand quickly turn cold. When he opened his eyes, a weapon in the shape of a Tang sword was shrouded in starlight. The saber's name is Heart Slayer. Nice to meet you. After signing the contract, Su Yang was connected to the weapon in his hand. The voice from the knife came from his heart. Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. In the future, please take care of me. Su Yang replied with a smile. Ding, successful contract with the Weapon Spirit clan. Type of contract, saber. You have obtained some information about the swordsman profession. The next time you advance, you will get more profession choices. As Su Yang successfully formed a contract with the Heart Cutter, the system's notification sounded again. Blade Master, very good, not bad. Tang Sword Heart Slayer. Type, Life Weapon Spirit. Growth Potential, Infinity. Effect 1, Eternal. Effect 2, Devouring, increase attributes by devouring other weapons. Effect 3, Shadow of Spellbreaker, reduces the target's magic resistance and mana by 10%. As the contract was successfully formed, a message about the Heart Slayer appeared in Su Yang's vision. After a weapon's spirit was contracted, its level would grow with its master. At the moment, Su Yang was at level 8, belonging to the Iron tier. Therefore, the Heart Sword was also Iron level. However, as a weapon spirit, even if it were an Iron-grade existence, if it devoured enough weapons, its damage would be comparable to higher-grade weapons. Not only that, but she also had unlimited growth potential. Moreover, although the current Heart Slayer was an Iron-level skill, it already had 3 effects. Effect 1, Eternal. This effect could only be obtained after signing a life contract. Even if the saber was destroyed, it could be restored as long as the weapon's spirit was still there. Even if Su Yang accidentally died, the artifact's spirit could still be resurrected and would still reside in its master's body, waiting to be resurrected. Only by eliminating the existence of Su Yang and the artifact spirit simultaneously could he kill Su Yang completely. This method instantly strengthened Su Yang's ability to survive. Effect 2, Devour. As its name suggested, Heart Slayer could quickly level up by devouring a large number of weapons. Effect 3, Shadow of Spellbreaker. This effect could be said to be extremely powerful against mages. Not only could it reduce magic resistance, but it could also reduce the opponent's mana. Seeing this effect, Su Yang couldn't help but laugh. First, it's magic resistance, and now it's this effect. I'm going to become the public enemy of all mages. Just as Su Yang was playing with the heart cutter in his hand, it broke free of his hand and fell to the ground. When she was close to the ground, the blade disappeared. A girl in a light red dress suddenly appeared. The young girl's face was delicate and pretty, and her eyes were bright and attractive like the stars in the sky. He was about 1.6 meters tall. The golden ratio of her figure matched with a face that could make people sink into oblivion at a glance. It could be said to be very pleasing to the eye. Master! After landing, the young girl bent down slightly and saluted Su Yang with a faint smile. Su Yang, who witnessed this scene, was extremely shocked. The weapon spirit of this contract could actually transform into a human. This was too strange. The moment he saw the Heart Slayer, Su Yang was attracted to it. It only lasted for a second. After a second, Su Yang maintained an indifferent expression and said calmly, "Oh, you actually have such a form." Because of the contract, the Heart Slayer knew that Su Yang's heart was not as calm as it seemed on the surface, so he smiled and said, "Yes, Master. As a member of the artifact spirit race, I have a total of 3 forms. The first method is to use it as a weapon to attack. The second type is an artifact spirit that can transform into human form. The third type is to possess the owner's body. It's similar to a totem and can increase the owner's strength while also being convenient to carry around." As she spoke, the maiden's heart grabbed Su Yang's right hand. Then his entire body turned into a beam of light and merged into the back of Su Yang's hand, forming a round totem. "If the master is injured, I can quickly heal the master in this form." The voice of Heart Slayer rang out in Su Yang's heart. "It's very convenient." After listening to the introduction of the Heart Slayer, Su Yang gradually understood the power of the Heart Slayer. Su Yang suddenly thought of something and said, "Heart Sword, it feels a little weird that you keep calling me master. The leaf we signed is only a natal contract. It doesn't seem to have any primary or secondary importance. You can call me Big Brother from now on. You're going to change the way you address me to Big Brother." All right, Big Brother." Hearing Su Yang asking him to call him Big Brother, Heart Slayer felt inexplicably happy and smiled. "Let's go, we'll leave this place first." Looking at Heartbreak's cute little face, Su Yang patted her head. Then he left with a Heart Slayer. The artifact spirit space was the existence of Su Yang's lucky event. When Su Yang and Heart Slayer formed a contract, the space of the weapon spirit had already disappeared into the void. Su Yang was very satisfied with the lucky hairband's lucky event. In the secret realm of the wasteland, Su Yang and Heart Slayer were constantly killing magic bugs in the ruined city. With the Heart Slayer, it was much easier for Su Yang to kill these magic bugs. As the magic bugs died one by one under the heart cutter, Su Yang's magic resistance attribute reached 100%. After wiping the Heart Slayer with a cloth, Su Yang was ready to leave the wasteland. Chapter 7. Su Yang's magic resistance had reached 100%. The secret realm of the wasteland was no longer attractive to him. Although the killing intent of these magic bugs came very quickly, they did not give anything other than some experience. If not for his forbidden talent, he would have been able to obtain magic resistance from these magic bugs. Su Yang wouldn't have stayed in this place for 7 or 8 days to kill magic bugs. Now that his magic resistance had been stacked to 100%, it was time to leave. But Just as Su Yang was about to leave, a system prompt sounded in his ear. As you have killed many magic bugs, the Magic Bug clan has been enraged. The Magic Bug King is leading many magic bugs to attack you. You have triggered a special event, conquering the Wasteland Secret Realm. Can we still raid the secret dungeon? This is interesting. Su Yang, who was about to leave, stopped in his tracks. He clenched the Heart Slayer in his hand and scanned his surroundings. A large number of magic bugs were attacking Su Yang. Among this group of magic bugs, one was 3 to 4 times larger than ordinary magic bugs. This should be the so-called Magic Bug King. Seeing this, Su Yang casually threw out a probing skill. Magic Bug King, level 10, 700 HP. A defense 12, or attack 30. Su Yang was a little confused when he saw that the Magic Bug King's information had no obvious boss information. It's actually so weak. Is it really the king of the magic bugs? You're not even a boss, and you want to bring your underlings to kill me. Su Yang was speechless when he saw that the Magic Bug King did not have the boss's information. Seeing these extremely intelligent magic bugs rushing over without fear of death, Su Yang felt that he had to wipe his blade again. I just wiped it, but it's going to get dirty again. Su Yang couldn't help but think as he looked at the heart cutter in his hand that was emitting a cold light. Then Su Yang held the heart cutter and faced the Magic Bug King and the Magic Bug Tide. The storm cut. Heart's cutter, which was emitting a cold glint, was raised. Su Yang waved the heart cutter in his hand. A series of cold wind blades slashed at the Magic Bug King rapidly. Successfully killed a Magic Bug King. Gained 28 experience points. Your level has increased. You have reached level 9. Received 5 free attribute points. The surrounding area was filled with bug corpses that Su Yang had killed. After killing the magic bugs and this group of magic bugs, Su Yang had also reached level 9. The 5 free attribute points he obtained were distributed according to the 221 ratios. Su Yang took out a cloth and continued to wipe the blade. You have successfully killed the Magic Bug King. We've successfully stopped the Magic Bug Horde. Successfully met the conditions for clearing the secret dungeon. A binding secret dungeon. Congratulations! Become the master of the Wasteland Instance Dungeon. You will receive the following rewards. Reward 1. Special Attribute Elementary Adaptability. Reward 2. Acquired Skill Tenacity Bronze. Gain 3. Gain 10,000 X per month from the secret dungeon. Gain 4. You can freely open the Wasteland Secret Land Instance Dungeon. Note, as the master of the secret plane, you must protect your secret plane dungeon. Every time a secret dungeon is opened, it will consume secret realm power. The power of the secret realm can be recovered slowly and automatically. It can also be replenished by external forces. You need to work together to arrange the number of times the secret dungeon can be opened. Secret Dungeon Wasteland Secret Dungeon Small. Current Mysterious Realm Power 96%. Secret Dungeon Joint Opening Count 100 times per month. There's actually so much profit from clearing a secret dungeon. Su Yang didn't expect that a secret dungeon he had just casually cleared would bring him so many benefits. This was beyond his expectations. After all, the monsters in this secret plane were too trashy. Therefore, he didn't think much of the wasteland. Because you are the first person in the world to clear a secret dungeon, your story will be announced worldwide. Do you wish to select the announcement? Yes, no. I'm actually the first person in the world to clear a secret dungeon." Su Yang was surprised. From the release of Heaven until now, he was the only one who had conquered the secret realm. However, he didn't overthink it. Su Yang thought about it. Since he wanted to make an announcement, he would keep using his real name and anonymous name. He recalled that the people on the board he had seen before seemed to all use the same title. Therefore, Su Yang also gave himself a title, Heavenly Son. Important notice: Heavenly Son has successfully cleared the secret wasteland dungeon and becomes the first secret dungeon master. Important notice: Heavenly Son has successfully cleared the secret wasteland dungeon and becomes the first secret dungeon master. Important notice: Heavenly Son has successfully cleared the secret wasteland dungeon and becomes the first secret dungeon master. As the first person in the Blue Planet region to become the master of a mysterious realm, you have received a special reward. +5 free attribute points, skills, and special attributes gained from this harvest will be upgraded by 1 level. 5 free attribute points. It was equivalent to another level up. Moreover, the skills and special attributes gained from the secret dungeon would be upgraded by 1 tier. The reward for becoming the first master of the arcane realm was too generous. After Su Yang assigned the 5 free attribute points to his character, he then looked at the special attributes and skills. Intermediate adaptability. Special attributes. Effect: you will have better adaptability in all kinds of environments. Endurance passive. Level silver. Effect: when you are out of combat mode, your HP and stamina will recover twice as much. Intermediate adaptability and silver level tenacity. Not bad. Su Yang was very satisfied with the improvement in these skills. After wiping his good-hearted blade, Su Yang left the secret realm of the wasteland. As Su Yang walked out, the circular passage of the secret wasteland dungeon slowly shrank until it closed. In the end, the secret realm of the wasteland turned into a ray of light and flew into Su Yang's body. After absorbing this ball of light, he felt as if something had been added to his body. As long as he willed it, the secret realm of the wasteland could be opened at any time. This was also one of the hidden benefits of being the master of the arcane realm. Secret realm of the wasteland. How should we deal with this secret dungeon? Su Yang rubbed his chin and couldn't help but think. Chapter 8. The wasteland's secret realm benefits had basically all been squeezed dry by Su Yang. With his magic resistance stacked to 100%, the magic bugs in the secret plane were no longer useful to him. Conquering the wasteland's secret realm made him the world's first secret realm master. He had obtained a large number of rewards. These rewards were one-time rewards. Su Yang could only gain 10,000 experience points per month from the wasteland's secret realm, under the condition that the power of the secret realm is not damaged. They can work together to open the secret realm 100 times a month. 10,000 experience points seemed like a lot. However, to Su Yang, who was now level 9, it was like a cup of water on a burning cart of firewood. Leveling up from level 9 to level 10 required around 80,000 experience points. For example, the 100 times of joint opening of the secret realm every month was not a lot for Su Yang. Therefore, the wasteland dungeon was like chicken bones to Su Yang. It was tasteless, but it was a pity to throw it away. Brother, you can sell the number of times you can enter the secret realm to others. Heartslayer spoke ingeniously as he sensed Su Yang's thoughts. Yes, I know. I just don't know how to set the price. Hearing what the Heart Slayer said, Su Yang also thought of it. However, as the first master of the arcane realm, he didn't have a standard for reference, so he didn't know how much he should charge. Forget it. I'll put a few secret realm passes up for auction on the trading forum and see the market price. Thinking about the trading forum, Su Yang was no longer in a dilemma. Then it would generate a few wasteland secret dungeon passes. By using this secret dungeon pass, other people could also enter the secret wasteland dungeon. After auctioning the passes on the trading forum, the players in the auction house were all shocked. Su Yang started to check the other sections of the forum. F***CK, awesome, this global announcement. Heavenly Son is amazing. He's the first person in the world to become the master of an arcane realm. He's so strong. He's not even on the level rankings. That's too scary. The big shots on the rankings haven't cleared a secret dungeon yet. The forum was filled with discussions about him. Seeing this, Su Yang rubbed his nose helplessly. On the other side. Then Su Yang posted the 10 secret dungeon passes on the forum for trading. It quickly attracted the attention of countless people. Su Yang's initial setting was that the starting price of a pass was 10 copper coins. Copper coins were the lowest currency in the heaven. Other than copper coins, there were silver and gold coins. The ratio was 1:100. There was a chance of obtaining it by killing monsters or opening treasure chests. The magic bug only gave experience, not a single copper coin. This was also why Su Yang didn't choose the magic bug after his demon resistance was fully stacked. The moment the pass was hung up, the price skyrocketed for a short while. 10 copper coins, 50 copper coins, 1 silver coin, 30 silver coins, 1 gold coin. Finally, the price was fixed at 1 gold coin. In an instant, all 6 passes were swept clean. Su Yang also received 6 gold coins. A pass was sold for 1 gold coin. This is too exaggerated. Su Yang was in disbelief when he saw the 6 gold coins. At this moment, in Su Yang's perception, those who had bought the pass had already entered the secret realm of the wasteland. However, very quickly, these people quickly exited the secret dungeon. Are these people also rich? Su Yang was a little confused by their actions. The secret dungeon pass could only be used once. Spending 1 gold coin just to enter the secret plane and take a look. I've checked, only one monster, the demon bug, is in that secret dungeon. The magic bugs have high magic resistance, but their physical resistance is too low. They're trash. This Heavenly Son must have been lucky to become the first master of this secret realm in the Blue Planet Zone. A few strange-looking creatures that couldn't be called humans gathered and discussed. They were all professionals from other worlds who had arrived on the Blue Planet in advance. Is it like this? Then this Heavenly Son's luck is really good. The reward for first place is the best. I feel like this Heavenly Son guy is just lucky. To become the master of a secret realm, the rules are different according to the type of secret realm. However, in order to clear most of the secret dungeon rules, one has to rely on their strength to conquer the secret realm. The people of the Blue Planet don't know about this yet. It's challenging to start a secret dungeon with a group of people. I originally thought it would take a month or 2 for the Blue Planet people to do it. I didn't expect that the master of the arcane realm would be born in the first week of the arrival of heaven. Whether this Heavenly Son is lucky or he really relied on his strength, he is worth our attention. Then, how do we determine the threat level of Sky Sun City? Let's observe first. He's not even on the level rankings, so his threat is limited. In the capital of the Dragon Kingdom, in a high-class meeting room, Magic Bug, level 1 to 8, is extremely low in physical resistance and easy to kill, with significant experience points. This is the information we obtained from the Wasteland Instance Dungeon. Major Shangyuan, what's your opinion on Sky Sun and this secret dungeon? Upon hearing the question, a Major General with a resolute face and an imposing aura pondered for a moment before speaking. Heavenly Sun is lucky to have become the world's first master of an arcane realm. It's an honor for the Dragon Kingdom. This wasteland is very important to us at this stage. I'm sure everyone is aware of the current situation. We have many warriors, so it's very difficult to level up. In order to avoid being injured, we will try our best to choose the weaker monsters to kill, but there are too few of them. Not bad. Major Shangyuan, you will be in charge of contacting Heavenly Sun. Could you take all the passes he has? The price is not a problem. At the same time, the leaders of various countries and some groups of forces were also discussing the wasteland. At this moment, Su Yang was considering whether he should put the remaining 94 passes on the trading forum. Di. At this moment, a few private messages were sent to him on the forum. Su Yang glanced at it. The invincible champion has requested to speak with you. God's chosen has requested to speak with you. Sachima has requested to speak with you. A little celestial fairy has requested to speak with you. What the hell? He looked at the few familiar names. Su Yang's head was filled with question marks. Everyone on the level ranking board was requesting to speak to him. Chapter 9. Invincible Champion. Brother Heavenly Sun, do you still have the pass to the secret realm? I'll take as many as you have. God's chosen. Heavenly Sun, I now represent the God Lord to purchase the remaining secret realm entry tokens in your hands. And the little celestial fairy was speechless. Su Yang briefly looked at their information. They were all looking for him to purchase the Wasteland Secret Realm passes. Is the Wasteland so popular? Su Yang muttered. After some thought, he opened the private chat with Invincible Champion and sent a message. Su Yang was more inclined to sell the Secret Realm pass in his hand to people from the same country than others in the private chat. Of course, the premise was that the other party's price could satisfy him. There's still some left. How many do you want to buy? Shangyuan Cheng, who was in the Dragon Kingdom's capital battle zone, looked at the reply in the private chat box, and his serious expression relaxed a little. I'll buy as many as you have. The price is not a problem. They also had some secret dungeons, but they lacked suitable secret dungeons. They had discovered many secret dungeon passages near the capital. However, these secret realms were all in the early stages of development, and the monsters inside were relatively strong. As for this wasteland secret realm, the basic situation had already been investigated. The magic bugs inside were of moderate level, low defense, and low threat. It was very suitable for low-level warriors to level up and increase their strength. Moreover, there were too many low-level soldiers in the Dragon Kingdom's major battle zones. That was why Shangyuan and the upper echelons of some battlefields paid so much attention to it after investigating the secret realm. Looking at the replies in the chat box, Su Yang's lips curled up. Take as many as you have. That's crazy. So Su Yang looked at the information about the Wasteland's secret realm. Under the condition that the power of the secret realm is not damaged, only 100 secret realm passes can be extracted per month. If they were to forcefully extract more entry passes every month without supplementing the Secret Realm's headquarters, the Secret Realm instance dungeon would collapse quickly. According to the number of Secret Realm passes extracted, the collapse time was different. Extracting 1,000 Secret Realm entry tokens for a year will cause a breakdown. Extracting 10,000 entry passes would only last for half a year before collapsing. Extracting 100,000 entry passes would cause a mental breakdown within 2 months. If he were to extract a maximum of 1 million entry passes, it would collapse within a month or even less. At most, one could only withdraw a pass of 1 million. After the extraction, the power of the arcane realm would be consumed at high speed. It would be pumped faster after a month or less. This was a destructive development of the secret dungeon. However, Su Yang didn't have much of an impact on this secret realm. Moreover, Su Yang also knew that the value of low-level monsters like the magic bug would depreciate rapidly as time passed. Thinking of this, Su Yang replied, "I can provide a secret dungeon pass that costs up to 100 players. Are you sure you can take all of them?" "A million." Shang Yuan Cheng's mouth twitched as he read the message in the private chat box. This was not a lot. Very quickly, Shang Yuan Cheng's eyes lit up. If they could provide 1 million, the low-level warriors in the various battle zones would quickly catch up in level. With the increase in the war zone's strength, the Dragon Kingdom would be able to deal with all kinds of disasters that might happen in the future. Shang Yuan Cheng was highly excited, but he quickly calmed down. 1 million gold coins. All the battlefields should be able to come up with that amount if they work together. But I still need to save some gold coins for later. I wonder if I can use equipment and skills to replace some of them. After all, heaven had only been around for a week. The government purchased these currencies, and the soldiers from all the major battle zones also consented. It was only a few million gold coins. The Dragon Kingdom still needed to stabilize its own currency system in heaven. Therefore, he should not be able to fork out 1 million gold coins at this stage. 400,000 gold coins, 3 bronze equipment, 3 bronze skill books, or 1 silver skill book, is that okay? Shang Yuan Cheng thought for a moment and discussed with the leaders of the other battle zones. After coming up with a plan, he replied. Seeing invincible champions reply, Su Yang pondered for a moment. The drop rate of the monsters in heaven was actually very low. At the current stage, standard bronze prices were around 50,000 to 60,000 gold coins. Some equipment with the best attributes could reach up to 100,000 or even hundreds of thousands of gold coins. It was the same for skill books. However, silver-grade skill books were even more expensive. "The price is acceptable," Su Yang muttered and replied. "Sure, but send me the equipment and skill information first." Seeing that Su Yang had agreed, Shang Yuan Cheng heaved a sigh of relief. The deal this time should be settled. He feared Su Yang would disagree, and the loss would outweigh the gain. "What class are you in? I'll send you the equipment and skills suitable for your class." "Trainee warrior." "All right, let's do a screening first." After a while, Invincible sent him the information about the equipment and skills. "Brother, choose these weapons and equipment." Heart Slayer, standing guard at the side, suddenly spoke when he saw that the equipment was related to swords and sabers. "All right." Su Yang didn't ask anything. He directly picked 3 weapons and equipment with decent effects from the equipment Shang Yuan Cheng sent over. After that, he looked at the silver-grade skill book. After making his choice, Su Yang took out 1,000,000 secret realm passes and made a deal with invincible victory. The transaction was completed, and both parties were satisfied. In the following conversation, Shangyuan Cheng said that he wanted Su Yang to come to the battle zone and be promoted to young general directly. After Su Yang made a few perfunctory remarks and expressed his refusal, Shangyuan Cheng did not say much and said he would welcome Su Yang at any time. After the chat, Su Yang looked at the basic information about these weapons. Ghost Hidden Blade. A level bronze. It has an attack of ghostly energy that can hurt soul-type monsters. Bloodthirsty Sword. A level bronze. It deals damage to the target, has a 10% bloodlust effect. A Frozen Blade. A level bronze. Every time the blade attacks, there will be a chill effect. There is a certain chance of freezing the target. Su Yang asked after reading the information. Tell me, Heart Slayer, what do you want these weapons for? Heart Slayer looked at the two knives and the sword, secretly swallowing his saliva, and said in a spoiled manner, Brother, if I devour these weapons and equipment, there's a high chance I'll obtain the effects of the devoured equipment. This way I can become stronger and assist you better. Hearing what Heart Slayer said, Su Yang looked at Heart Slayer in surprise. At this moment, he also somewhat understood why he had chosen Heart Slayer among the options. His hidden talent was too compatible with his own. Su Yang smiled and pinched Heart Slayer's little face. He then took out a bloodthirsty sword and handed it to Heart Slayer. Chapter 10. Seeing Su Yang's loving actions, Heart Slayer squinted his eyes and was very happy. In the tool space, she felt that even if she was contracted to someone, she might not be able to use this talent. And therefore, he kept himself in a deep sleep. It was only until Su Yang's arrival that she was awakened due by her talent. At that time, she inexplicably had a good impression of Su Yang. It was just that he didn't dare to take the initiative. When Su Yang chose her, she couldn't believe she was chosen. After getting a reply, he signed the contract. In his hand, Heart Slayer took bloodthirst from Su Yang, blinked, and looked at Su Yang. It's for you, ain't it? Heart Slayer nodded and squinted at the bloodthirsty sword in his hand. In Su Yang's line of sight, the bloodthirsty sword in Heart Slayer's hand was rapidly decaying. Wisps of energy flowed out of the bloodthirsty sword and headed for the heart slash. Very quickly, the bloodthirsty sword was reduced to dust, disappearing without a trace. Brother, I've finished absorbing it. Heart Slayer opened his eyes, his face full of smiles. From the looks of it, he should have gained something. Su Yang looked at Heart Slayer's message. As expected, Heart Slash had already gained a new bloodlust effect. I've gained a bloodlust effect. Not bad. Su Yang looked at Heart Slayer and said with certainty, Big brother, the chances of me obtaining the effects of a sword-type weapon by devouring it is very high. Not only that, but the blade's toughness and sharpness will also be increased. Heart Slayer happily returned his gains and improvements. Amazing, not bad at all. Su Yang nodded and handed the hidden ghost blade and the ice-sealing blade to Heart Slayer. Since that's the case, I won't keep these two weapons. I'll let you devour them. All right, thank you, brother. Heart Slayer smiled sweetly and took it. Soon the two weapons rotted and turned to dust, just like the bloodthirsty sword. Your weapon spirit's strength has been dramatically improved. You have received the tool spirit's feedback. Acquired a large number of experience points. Level up. You have reached level 10. Received 5 free attribute points. Level has reached the upper limit. You can start the promotion mission. After Heart Slayer had devoured and absorbed the hidden ghost blade and the ice-sealing blade, Su Yang suddenly felt tremendous energy entering his body. This was the feedback ability of the life contract. Heart Slayer's strength had significantly increased and returned to Su Yang's strength. This power was presented in the form of experience points. It directly raised Su Yang's level to level 10. This, a life contract, actually has this effect. Su Yang, who was a little surprised, was overjoyed. Su Yang asked, Heart Slayer, how's the harvest from devouring weapons this time? I've gained a lot. The effect of my heart slash has been strengthened after devouring the hidden ghost blade. At the same time, I've obtained the freezing effect of the ice-sealing saber. In addition, my blade has become even stronger and sharper. Heart Slayer shared what he had gained. Su Yang nodded and checked the information on Heart Slayer. It had indeed improved a lot. Since you can quickly increase your strength by devouring weapons, do you want to buy some swords and other weapons for yourself? No need, brother. My strength has already reached its peak. If you continue devouring weapons, the benefits will be even lower. I can only give you feedback. Now your level has reached its upper limit. If you continue to devour, it will only be a waste. Heart Slayer said. Su Yang nodded. That's true. However, I already have 500,000 gold coins. It's useless to keep it. I'll post a weapon purchase post on the trading forum now. After thinking for a while, he made a decision. Hence, he posted a simple weapon purchase thread on the trading forum. Then, after distributing his free attribute points, he looked at the promotion mission information. Normal advancement, intermediate advancement, advanced advancement, overlord advancement, mythical advancement. Is it possible that the evolution method of a species will increase from low to high? Su Yang couldn't help but sigh as he looked at the information. Brother, which method will you choose? Heart Slayer asked Su Yang curiously. Su Yang's eyes were downcast. When he raised his head again, his eyes were filled with determination. Advanced myth. Hearing Su Yang's affirmative answer, Heart Slayer's eyes lit up. Yes, I'll do my best to help you. It's definitely tough to advance to the myth. Without sufficient strength, it'll be challenging to accomplish. My current strength is far from enough. Only by becoming stronger will I be qualified to complete the advancement of myth. His goal was to advance to myth, so Su Yang was not so proud as to rush directly. After all, it was an advanced mythical stage, so he had to improve his strength for the time being. He would complete the mythical advancement mission when he was confident enough. There's also a silver grade skill book. After using it, my strength should increase by a little. Thinking about increasing his strength, Su Yang looked at the silver skill book he had obtained from the trade center. A heavily injury, passive. A level, silver. Effect, your attack has a special effect, causing the target to be under blood loss and debuff for 10 seconds. During the next 10 seconds, the target's healing effect will be halved. This silver grade skill was a passive skill. The heavy injury effect was very powerful. Therefore, during the transaction process, Su Yang chose it without hesitation. Without any hesitation, Su Yang immediately used the heavy injury skill. After feeling the heavy injury skill, Su Yang began to think. If I want to continue improving my strength, I can only continue to improve more special attributes. It would be even better if we could encounter a boss monster and directly kill it. Boss monster, I wonder if there will be any discoveries in Rock City. Su Yang opened the forum and began to search for information about Rock City. That's a wrap for this installment. Thank you all for watching and supporting Lord of the Stories. If you enjoyed this tale, please hit the like button, share it, and subscribe for more amazing stories. You can also explore other series updated daily in our playlists. Have a fantastic day and see you in the next episode.